Hi kids, Ross from Dell's Garden Center here, and it's a beautiful day out here in Spencer. It's April 1st, no kidding, no fools. But you're probably going crazy like a lot of people are in your house, want to do something. Now is the perfect time to get your pre-emergent on in your planting beds. So all your planting beds around your house that you have to weed from time to time, if you put some pre-emergent down in the spring, that'll keep those weed seeds from completing their germination process and will allow them so they won't grow. So it's a good time to do that. And what we use is we use a product down here. I'll show you. It's called Dimension. It comes in a big yellow and red bag. And it says, you can see there it says Dimension, so containing Dimension. And this is a high yield product. And it's a really good one. The advantages to this one is it lasts a long time. It's going to get you almost through the whole season to keep weed seeds from germinating. And usually by the time you get to August and late July, the weed seeds don't germinate as much. You don't have as much of a problem. The pressure isn't as much. So it's a good thing to get on now if you want to. And it's a pretty easy process. And basically what it is, it's 1 pound per 100 square feet. And so what I've done here is I've just kind of taken this area, and we want to get 100 square foot. It's about 8 foot wide. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm going to calibrate here. So we're going to go right to this little spot right there. I'll stick this little piece of bark up to remind me that's our 12 foot. We're about 8 foot wide. And I put a pound of the Dimension in my little shaker here. See, I got the little pound mark there. And I'm going to spread that over top of that so I know about how thick to put this stuff down. Okay, so it's a pretty easy process. I'll move these bags out of the way here. Now, be careful because there will be, look here, I got some little bleeding hearts that are starting to come up. And so look at that, signs of spring right there. And that's going to make a beautiful little perennial. Gets about almost 3 foot tall and about 3 foot wide here, and has those beautiful bleeding heart flowers on it. And so it's spectacular, does wonderful. And then about in June or July, it starts to turn yellow, and I just hack it back. And it's a wonderful plant that comes up. It's a great thing to plant kind of in the middle of your bed where you've got other things around it. Also be careful, look out for your hostas. Hostas aren't up very far yet in areas where there's shady. If they're getting a little bit of sun, you might get little fronds of hostas that come up that look almost like asparagus. Try not to step on those, because if you step on those, then your leaves will be all crinkly looking. So try to watch out where those are. We don't want to use this around sedum, the Dimension. Don't want to use it really close to hydrangeas. You can get somewhat close, but don't put it right at the base underneath the drip line of the hydrangeas. And those are a couple plants that don't do really well with it. And so kind of watch that, look at the label on there, make sure you're not using it on something that you shouldn't. And there's some plants listed on the label. So anyway, I've got a little shaker bottle here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a light layer on and just see. I'm going to go through this 100 square foot area that I marked out. Get up to that little line there. I'm going to come back. Got a little euonymus here I can go around. You should probably get most of your leaves picked up before you do this, but just as an example, I wanted to show you how to do it in this 100 square foot area. Going over top of the golden moneywort here. And there I'm about to my 100 square feet. And you can see I still have got almost half of it left. So I know now that I need to go over that about the same amount as I've gone over it the first time to make sure we get enough of the product on. Now, one of the reasons we're showing this to you today is because we're going to get some good rains here tomorrow and Friday. And this needs to be watered in. One of the advantages of Dimension is it doesn't need to be watered in for like 2 to 3 weeks. But it's best if you get it watered in right away. So we're continuing to put some of this on. So once I've got this done, then I can kind of look at that density that I have it there and know how to proceed with the rest of my beds. And it looks like I'm going to work out pretty good here. There's my little mark. We still got a little left, so we're going to put a little bit more on. I'm going to go a little bit wider with my dispersion this time. Look for any spots that are thinner. Put it in amongst there. Looks like I'm just about out. So that does it. I'm empty. So now I've got my dimension on. That's going to keep the weed seeds. They're going to start to germinate. They'll come out, and once the roots come out of the seed, they'll get killed. And it's kind of a little vapor there. So that's how this works. It creates this vapor in your soil. So if you do go in and mess with your soil after this, you want to maybe reapply a little bit because you'll break that vapor barrier in that spot where you're digging. So it's something you want to do after you've done some of your planting. It's a really good thing to do after you've mulched. But if you don't have much time and you want to get it down, you want to keep your weed seeds from germinating, go ahead and do it right now, and then you can always put bark over top of it. So there's a little tip for you. And with the situation we have going on, you can call the garden center. We are open, and you can call the garden center and give our credit card number to us. We can get you all checked out, and you can come curbside and pick it up. Just come in our parking lot, and we'll arrange something so we can throw it right in the back of your car for you. And so go ahead and give us a jingle, and we'll get that going for you. And yeah, call the garden center. 1-800-359-1416 is our phone number. That number once again, 1-800-149-359-1416. Okay, Beth was helping me out with that one. So anyhow, so that's what we got going for you. Get the dimension down right now. It's a good thing to do before it rains. And even if it rains a little bit, you can still get it down then. But get it on early this spring so you keep those weeds from growing in your planting beds and make your life a little easier. That's all for now. Until next time, people, keep on believing, won't you?